Hello, this is Max Quester, and welcome back to Strange Antiquities. Today on this Let's Plays episode, we have another clue, and it looks like a few things are going on. It looks like somebody's been murdered who we specifically actually had met earlier on the first day. We had given him, whoops, I guess I can roll the mouse wheel to make that happen. We had specifically given him one of these shadow holes to deal with a spirit. But I guess that didn't quite work out too well. I don't know what happened there, but something bad happened. But we got this next clue. Let's take a look and see what we can find out. Also, we haven't read this yet. On thaumic fields, all thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. I got a feeling we're going to get a lens eventually. A diurnic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood, despite attempts to study them over the years. Interesting. Now, I remember seeing Lock House, which if I bet, Keystone Manor. Okay. So, between two houses. I was buried behind Lock and Key. How much is it? A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Locke. Oh dear. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Why wouldn't you have that locked? That's kind of important. Ooh, looks like a obsidian rabbit's foot with kind of a little bit. Am I the only one seeing that? Oh, hello, Eli. Are you ready to take the store back? Well, the shop is still standing. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. I leave for a few days, and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on Quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Ooh, what is that? It's a urn of some kind. Neat. Edith Moore. Oh, look who we have. I am not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? I recall a particular item that would help with that. The Horned Shackle, right? Helps with those demons, if I recall. Hey, Francesca, the doctor's back. The Evocant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is not beyond my skill set. I'm beginning to suspect that this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. You don't say, Doctor! I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Sleep vessel? Sleep vessel. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines. Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. I'm sure there's a lot of med students, I'm sure, that would love to have that before exams. Any description on... Whoops. So it's a 6 points of a vessel. Well, points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bronze. Symbols. A sense of crackling energy. What's this? You know, I saw a thing called Witch's Fingers. I got a feeling this might be the Witch's Fingers. Random gold ring. That's interesting. 2, 3. This has 6 points. It has an energy about it. Nothing to remark. A substance flakes off and leaves a mark on my fingertips. Iron. Gray metal flecked with dark red. Dark red. It's not rust, it's blood. Huh. Well, I don't think that's it. 6 points. Wait. This has 6 points, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a big old ninja star. It's not. There's a darkness in it, as if it holds untold fears inside. That could actually be it. Because, you know, nightmares, maybe that's it. Maybe I had this all wrong. Just move that aside more. Just to make very certain, because I could have sworn I thought that would have been the Zaya, but maybe I was completely off about the Zaya. Well, it's the only thing with 6 points I can think of, so... Okay, I was completely wrong about the Zaya thing. This item has 6 points. Closer inspection reveals the darkness inside. Resonance compass. Cool. Sleep vessel. Yes, I know, I got that one wrong. Bing! Althea O'Shea. Was that one? Was she in the previous game? Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power died soon after. It's about time I replaced it. A silent breath. Silent breath. Whoa, white stag. There are those that consider the white heart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Oop. Said contains a small token. What token would a stag take given? It's either something white or an antler? Oh, that's just straight up wood. Oop, never mind. Pearlescent blue glass. I'm still saying that this thing has got to be a vial or something. There's no way this is just nothing. Oh, what's this? A white hair. Oh, that's got to be it. The item features a white hair, a potential trophy from a white stag. On closer inspection, my senses come alive. Oh, I didn't see that part. Elva stones. I'm sure Elvis loves those. Is that what it was, Oh, hello. Rufus Shelley. I've always wanted to try a dataless link. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. Roof repairs. Dataless link. Whoa, hello. A dataless link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. Ooh, I wish we had more of those. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight. A feather, or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Lightweight, it mentioned weight, so I guess we're going for... Start looking at stuff. I would imagine it's something to be... Wait, can I not... Oh, can I? Oh, I wanted to put the plan on there. Maybe that's a sign that it's not meant to be anything of importance. Let's see. Whoops. So... If it's remarkably light, it's probably something less than half a pound, I'll guess. Nope. So, okay. That is lighter. Let's see if there's anything else that matches up. But that's right there is the top one. Oops. Is that? I mean, it's hovering, for crying out loud. It's got to be a thing. Then again, it doesn't have anything to do with, like, feathers, insects, or birds. Whoa! That is, like, hyper light. That thing is... Okay, that's got to be it. I mean, isn't this also tarnished silver? So is that like a sideways... Is it just me, or is that a sideways, protection set? I don't know. Well, actually, let's see. Truth, strength. I wonder if there's a... Maybe not. Maybe it was worth checking, I suppose. See if there was any links. Oh well. That's gotta be it, though. There's no way there's anything lighter than that. The bird motif is a connection to flight. Using my weighing scale, I confirm that it is very lightweight. Next. Tussock Purifier. Interesting. Oh, hello, Mr. Bishop. The ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeston Castle. Ooh. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to us. Use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. All I ask is that you stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. And run anything you find by me first, of course. Okay. Ooh, wait, multiple... End of day! Nice. Well, let's go ahead and bring this down really quick. And end the day. Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. There is a small plinth in the corner of that room with an item on it that you are welcome to. I never did like it anyways, so how do I access this? Oh, multiple sections. So hey, we got 2 maps instead of just the one. Nice. Let's look at this. Walk past the main staircase. Grand hallway, that's those. Okay. Walk past it, so it's here. And follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's notes. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and place it in your purse. No, sorry. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. That was a Laura Bow Dagger of Rum and Raw reference there, if anyone knows that. That's another game. If you've not played that game, that's an old classic that's worth at least checking a look for records. Alright, end day, next day, woohoo! At the end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rock falls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it they found a small stone tomb. Too small to contain human remains. You talking like a rat tomb? That'll be interesting. What on earth? Such a... Huh, that one's just a straight up hole this time. It's either a house or... If it's like the last one, it'd be either a house or a room? Considering we just got the map for a castle? Take a look here. Anything look familiar? And considering it's in this position and has a hole on it, it's probably wanting us to... Nothing... Oh, hello. Bingo. Hey, we go through it this time. A portrait of some dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absent-mindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I am about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. This could be something. Ooh, that is super Selenic. Lots of moons. Hey, mail's here! Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially with those damn ravens back again. It's usually fierce black dogs I have to worry about, not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. I hear you about the dogs. The triangle has intrigued me ever since I first heard about it as a young boy. What caused the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you'll at least have heard of it, but did you know this? I calculated the exact center point, and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more, there is a certain energy about it, not entirely welcoming either. I wonder if you might take a look for yourself. Thomas Pope and Hamish. Hey, I remember Mr. Pope from the first episode. That reminds me. Hey, I just realized that they were talking about the title of the writer of this book was of importance. Eli White. That's the store owner. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a... They mentioned the triangle... Oh, well, I mean, I already see it right here. Heath Wood. It's literally a big old triangle right there. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular copse at the heart of Heath Wood, I come across a clearing. A tree that has been split in two stands in the center. Sunlight breaks through, and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I am struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me that there is something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree and notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. Heart beating faster, I spot something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants arranged in a triangle shape. Interesting. 3 in a... That's a 3-for-1 deal. Nice. I wonder how many total artifacts are going to be in this game. Gus Foley. Where's Rick Foley? Or Mick, I'm sorry. It has been many years since I performed the Rite of the Red Knives, but I can still remember every step. I'd do it one more time before I die if I could only get my hands on an Orford Spire. I tried that place in Arnside, and they sent me here. Oh, I remember Arnside from the prior game. Orford Spire. During the Rite of the Red Knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. That's a long time. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought. Although perhaps not for the goat. No, I didn't think so either. Wonder why there's an X. Why is there an X there? Is that in other pages? Guys, remember this page with the X. That's gotta be important. I haven't seen that on anything else so far. Whoa, hello. Lamb siphon. That thing looks sheepsnap. A plant set to bring... Hey, I remember sheepsnap. That's what stopped me on that one. But, okay, so we got a pauldron with something... My first thought comes to this thing, considering how... It's covered in blood, and it's very pointy with those 2 shards, so it's gotta be that thing. Oh, I keep I keep rushing it a little bit. Amphesian Talon. Okay, let's go ahead and move a few more things over here. Get over there. Eli White, welcome back. I knew to go away for a few days again. Well, what did you do this time? The Order of the Black Veil, I remember them. We'll have the information I'm looking for. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. The only problem is, I burned that bridge long ago. Could you hand me that Geist of Lillian? It won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. I remember them from the previous game as well. They are a secretive group, and I remember making them like a very deathly elixir. I just didn't realize it was that. Oh, Geist of Lillian. Whoa, hello. Lots of fossils. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries. From petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's I have never heard of devil's toenails. A Guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. There's only one fossil thing here. That's from I'm aware. It's got to be that. Slow down, Maxie. Slow down. Hey, new face. Rebecca Rose. Hello. Oh, is that a cat? My eyes may have completely gone now, but it's good to know I still have my cat senses. I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. You might even call them strange. My life's joy has always been painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know that I will never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me it means everything. I mean, that's fair. The artist, Rebecca Rose. Rebecca's eyesight deteriorated very quickly several years ago, and now she is just barely able to distinguish dark and light. This affliction has robbed her of the thing that brought her the most joy in the world, painting, and yet it has not robbed her of her determination, or her kindness, or her love of life. That's wonderful to hear. When she learned of strange antiquities and that it might hold a way to restore her sight, she was hesitant. She never did anything without careful consideration, but eventually her desire to paint again won over, and she decided the risk was worth the taking. That's lovely. Well, let's see if we can fix this for her, then. What was the Ares remnant? Oh, that looks familiar. These objects induce a form of synesthesia. Synesthesia. Okay, that's a $10 word. Where colors and tones, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low-light conditions, such as miners. The gemstones in an Ares remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. Well, that's obviously this fella here. So, and that's probably what I'm going to give her. That sounds very nice. What's a spirit eye, though? Spirit eye. There we go. The 6... No, that's not this one. Hey, St. John's Anvil. Okay, that's not what I thought. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps? A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. I imagine it means a few more things. Opposing symbols? I mean, that sounds like it to with me. It's either this or this, because look at these things. Well, let's see. If that either way, I think the it's got to be this thing. I'm gonna say it's this thing. Spirit eye. That being said, though, oh, actually, wait. Red. Give it red, so that way I do know it's manual. I'm gonna give you the Ares remnant. There we go. The gemstones are arranged in the Ares constellation. Nice. Scythian charm. Clarence Hawker. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor buggers. 3 more? 2 of them up at Calgarth, and another fella, a fisherman. 3 people? People are getting a bit panicky around here. Nothing natural about folk turning up with eyes all black like that. And now this fog, too? With the nights drawing in and me working late, I refuse to walk down Holbrook Road without so much as a lantern. I had something nice and bright in mind. Sunbond. That sounds very bright. Sunbond. There we go. A sunbond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. My first thought is this thing. Very lightweight, and it's got like a what is it? A topaz? Polished. Orange gemstone. Yeah, it's gotta be like a topaz or something. Yellow or orange, sometimes containing impurities. Diurnit. Amber. Oh, it's just amber? The sunstone. Oh, well, there you go. This item has an amber gemstone, a stone of light. It is made of bronze, a non-precious metal. Really? Bronze? Well, I guess it's not non-precious. I mean, like silver and gold are probably that. Closer inspection reveals it is strangely warm. Cyrene, whoa! I want to take a look at that. Person. Audrey Bell, and you look exhausted. Bend your ear to the trees. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I will need a Holgan Grim in the coming days. Okay. The priest, Audrey Bell. Followers of the warrior god Holgar, ooh, warrior gods, that's a good one, are not easy to come by, but they make up for their low numbers with zeal and grandiosity. Their priests have all the self-appointed authority of a village fit organizer, and the power struggles between clergy and acolyte are as bitter and hard-fought as many a debate about bunting or cake stands. What? Audrey has strong opinions about death and the afterlife, perhaps forgetting that the god she follows is best known for sending thousands of people reluctantly to it, but had very little to say about its substance. Well, that's fair. A Holgan Grim. That is not the right option. Oh, put you in the thing there. Sorry about that. Whoop. Okay. Holgan Grim. Holgan Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, Path of the Warrior to help the dead find their way. Any Path of the Warrior? It's just that. Is it a horned mask? Oh, hello. That's a stand. Okay, so that is a horned mask. And that is a dark blue-green gemstone. I'm pretty sure this is it, but what's dark blue-green? Blue, dark green. Wait. Black. Ooh, wait. Black volcanic glass. Noctic black, just striate. Oh, okay, I got you. That's what that. Wixic. Dark blue-green, a stone of death and decay. Well, there you go. Death and decay. It grows on iron coffins and waterlogged corpses. That's a weird thing, but that's got to be it. The mask is an eerie item that can be worn. The sketch shows a priest wearing the mask with their back to us. Using the index, we can find a sketch of Holgar, to whom the mask bears a striking resemblance. I didn't look up Holgar. The gemstone is Vivinite, a stone of death. Wait, Vivinite? Did I even look at that right? Lead heart. Oh, it is Vivinite. I didn't look at the name. Hey, day closed. And that is a good time for the closing of this chapter. Let's go ahead and end the day. And then we'll begin. Day 5. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard. A small black casket. A very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Ooh. If this has anything to do like the premonitions from the previous game, then this is something to do with the cause of a problem. Stairs? Up the stairs, left and left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay, well that's the clue. We'll be hunting tomorrow. I want to thank you very much for joining me for today's episode of Strange Antiquities. I've been Max Quester. If you've liked it, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a comment. And please, have a subscribe to see more. And of course, subscribers will also be entered in customized stuff, such as Battle Brothers, XCOM, Lobotomy Corporation, anything like that. So, stick around. Farewell. Bye-bye.